What's good, everyone? Welcome back. We'll listen to Elliott Smith. It's my fourth review. It's my fourth review on him. I did Either or, his self-titled XO. One of my patrons recommended this, and a bunch of other people as well. Let's hop in. If you're new here, feel free to like and subscribe as always. I think my audio is working. I think everything is all correct. Track number 1 is Son of Sam.
Something's happening, don't speak too soon. I told the boss off and made my move. Got nowhere to go. Son of Samson on a shining path, the clouded mind. Acting under orders from above.
Oh. Holy shit.
Shiva opens her arms now to make sure I don't get too far.
Okay, that is different. That is different. I'll say that from Sweet Adeline. I remember when I listened to Sweet Adeline off of EXO. I thought that was crazy, but I mean, yeah, everything that was happening there with just the piano and the guitar, that actually did not even feel like Elliott Smith. I remember someone mentioning to me that Figure Eight was the most kind of like alternative sounding project, so I kind of had that in mind. Maybe the vibe of this album is gonna be a lot more heavy and just a lot more louder. Track number 2 is Somebody That I Used to Know.
I had tender feelings that you made hard, but it's your heart, not mine, that's scarred. So when I go home, I'll be happy to go. You're just somebody that I used to know. You don't need my help anymore. It's all now to you, there ain't no before.
Oh.
Along, keeping a hold of what you just let go. You're just somebody that I used to know.
I was liking that. It felt sort of country. Am I the only one that felt a little bit country from that? I can't be, just the way it was being plucked. I mean, I felt like the guitar was sounding like a banjo. It wasn't sounding like a banjo, but it was being played like it was a banjo. Whenever I think of that name, Somebody That I Used to Know, I think of that one Gautier song. Great song, by the way. Track 3 is Junk Bond Trader. Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Give the people something they understand. They're sticking and flashing a fine line smile. Junk bond trader trying to sell a soccer style. And you tell often you tell it like it is. Your world's no wider than your hatred of his. Check into a small reality point. Happy holidays, said sick savior.
Oh, damn.
The living lover still fades.
Yeah.
Better sell it while you can. Better sell
Oh my
it
God.
while you can.
All right. All right. That's definitely the kind of energy that I like to see. I remember listening to EXO. and like the more intense songs on that album, I was like, I hope we get more of that. I hope we get more of that. And I'm actually really glad that I kind of get to hear more of that sound. I agree. The orchestration is fire. You know what, bro? Let me try to get the chat on the screen.
Why should I lie? Everything reminds me of her. And I gotta hear the same sermon all the time now from you people. Why are you staring into outer space? Crying.
Oh,
Just because you came across it and lost it, everything reminds me of her.
oh. I have a hard time figuring out his songwriting a lot of the time, and because he definitely uses a lot of creative metaphors and everything like that. So half the time it's hard for me to distinguish what a song is about. But he's speaking clear right there. I mean, he's chilling that night. Everything that he sees reminds him of her. So he's clearly heartbroken. He's clearly heartbroken over her. But that shit was beautiful. 2 minutes and 30 seconds of that, I'm not satisfied. I would have liked another 3. Track number 5, following it up with the everything means nothing to me. So maybe this is a part 2. Okay, Mozart.
Someone found the future as a statue in a fountain at attention, looking backward in a pool of water. Wishes with a blue songbird. Everything means nothing to me. I picked up the song and found my picture in the paper. The reflection in the water showed it means nothing to me. Everything 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 means nothing to
Is that a post rock sort of vibe? You know what I mean? I was feeling some Godspeed You Black Emperor sort of thing on the second half of that. Had a breakdown while writing it and carved the title in his arm. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I can certainly see that happening. I can certainly see that happening. I kind of feel bad shitting on the song now and calling that, because I was gonna call that my least favorite, but that definitely seems like a mental breakdown sort of song. I appreciate the emotion. Track number 6 is L.A.
gentle winds in the rain, spinning his hat on a cane, stepping out for a change. Good morning, all, it's a beautiful day. Long as you stay. Patience started a band. I'd be her biggest fan. Look at me, I'm talking to you. Last night's about to throw it all away. Last night's about to throw it all
I don't know why. I was getting some Led Zeppelin vibes when that track started. That could be just me though. I don't know why that felt reminiscent, and I don't think he was inspired by that, but it just felt sort of familiar. Really noisy sort of song, and crazy to come after that 6th song as well. I was not expecting that. I'm liking that. Track number 7 is In the Lost and Found.
He held his breath to hold your hand, to walk the steps and bends, climbing up a slippery slope and disappear. This is such a simple place, passing time can erase. Every morning when he wakes, he thinks of you. Don't go home, Angelina. Stay with me, hanging around in the lost and found. Stay with me, hanging around in the lost and found.
That was kinda polarizing, I think. That was kind of polarizing. I can see people kind of being in between. I mean, there was some parts of that song that I definitely admired, probably like the arrangement of everything. I don't understand why we kind of had that little like guitar part. Yeah, I would say the piano in the beginning was my least favorite. I would say. We're gonna get into track number 8 now, which is Stupidity Tries.
What for? And he'll cut me down to size. Stability tries. Everything here is free. Everything but you and me. Savannah shoulder raised a cheer, coloring the sky with ash, because they found some private
Yeah.
the enemy.
Oh, he's cooking. He's cooking.
Stability try. Looking for a quarter call. Another drunkard keeps the door, conquering the governor's ball. I couldn't think of the things
Oh shit, bro.
that I
I like that guitar right there. Personally, I like that track the most. I'll take y'all word for it that it's inspired by the Beatles. Recorded in Abbey Road Studios too. Okay, so I mean, I guess if it's inspired by the Beatles, and he recorded it there too, I'd that just makes sense. You know what I mean? You're there. You probably have all the plaques on the wall. If you like the Beatles, I actually didn't even know that he was fucking with the Beatles like that. I didn't even know Elliott Smith like that. The whole sound of that instrumentally, his vocals on that were probably my favorite so far. I mean, that was just the to me that was the peak of the album. To me, that was the peak of the album. I could be wrong. And we'll see if this progressively gets crazier. If it does, great. We're gonna check out next one, track number 9, which is Easy way out.
You'll take advantage till you think you're being used. 'Cause without an enemy, your anger gets confused. Easy way out for you, I suppose. There's no escape for you except in someone else. Visible man who's always changing clothes. It's all about taking the easy way out for you, I suppose. The problem with the puzzle, whatever's left of you.
Oh.
Push around and pose. It's all about taking the easy way out for you, I suppose. It's all about taking the easy way out for you, I suppose.
It's definitely the backing vocals and just the layering that everything is happening. Because I was gonna say, the second it started, I was like, okay, this kind of reminds me of track 2 and track 4. The way the chorus came in was different. The way the chorus came in was so different. This happens to me every time. I listen to albums, and then I get to like the halfway point, and then I'll find like a favorite song, and then I'm like, all right, I love that song, that's my favorite. And then the next song after, I end up liking more. I feel like that happens to me so much. Track number 10 is Wouldn't Mama Be Proud?
There's a silver lining in the corporate cloud, in the pretty post that you're taking as an NCO. I should think so. Wouldn't Mama be proud?
You heard that snare?
Blowing coast to coast. The long stem glass is a movie and a pleasant dream in midair. Proud. Pointed out of the window at the sky gone black. Kid, you're on the right track. If I send you postcards from the side of the road, from me to you, wouldn't Mama be proud? Wouldn't Mama be proud?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's definitely on a really crazy 3-track run streak. One of the lowest streams, really? This one? The second the snare came in, I was like, oh yeah, this shit's gonna be tough. Maybe it's the writing. Maybe it's that why? This is definitely a crazy 3-track run though. This is definitely a crazy 3-track run. Now that you've mentioned streams, I'm curious. 11, which is Color Bars.
I see color bars when I come. Sergeant Rod broke the key off in the lock to where I come from. You're just some dude with a stilted attitude that you learn from TV. You'll undo, but I'll be connecting everything. The traffic in my town, riding high again. wanting me to ride into the sun. But I ain't gonna go down, laying low again, high on the south.
Kind of a simpler song. Kind of a simpler song right there. I feel like he's kind of giving us a little bit of a war story. It was just very simple. I mean, I did like the chord progression a lot. In the beginning, I would say that was the main point that I was interested in. Let's just see where we're going from here. You know what I mean? Let's just try to create another high moment. But I still like that one. I still love the writing in that. Track number 12 is Happiness slash The Gondola Man.
After when his body been buried below, way back in the day. Oh my, nothing else could have been done. Made his life a lie song. He might never have to know anyone, and that he'd only be
Oh,
making it worse, involving somebody else. But I knew that he'd never forget her, while her memory worked in reverse.
oh, okay. Positive and more optimistic lyrics being incorporated into his songs because a lot of them, let's face it, aren't that positive. I mean, that's all he wants, happiness. He just wants that feeling, and that definitely felt like an outro sort of song. That was kind of funny. That little ending there too. I wasn't I wasn't too sure what that was. And like you just mentioned, the organs are definitely such a big help. I mean, they kind of and they go so unnoticed too in the background. And I love his backing vocals as well on that. So far his background vocals have been just such a strength on this. Let's get into track number 13, which is Pretty Mary K.
Hallelujah, pretty Mary Kay. I found faith in the infirmary. There's a soldier lying in bed with a wound to the head. Walk round the dark, talk to St. James, though I'm already done, and ask everyone,
Oh, no, yeah.
have you seen a pretty Mary Kay?
That definitely packed a punch for a shorter song. I think also he's continuing with the war kind of lyrics. I wonder if there's some correlation between this album and maybe some sort of war conflict, such as. I was loving that. The chorus, listen, the chorus, I was maybe just kind of okay too, but the sounds, the sounds I certainly was there for. This album's actually going by pretty fast, to be honest, for a 16 song album. Track 14 is Better Be Quiet Now.
If I didn't know the difference, living alone would probably be okay. It wouldn't be lonely. I got a long way to go. I'm getting further away. But I better be quiet now. I'm tired of wasting my breath, carrying on, getting upset. A long way to go, I'm getting further away.
Oh,
But I better be quiet now. I'm tired of wasting my breath, carrying on, not over it yet. I'm getting further away. I got a long way to go. I'm getting further away.
that was a heavy one, maybe the heaviest one on here. I mean, it's crazy that we're like 14 tracks deep, and then just for him to say that he's actually getting worse, the whole time, and you figure that there would be, some sort of improvement within him, but there's just not. We had a few more mentions of war, and maybe he's just some metaphorical soldier within his mind, and it's just getting worse. Maybe dead enemy. Maybe the dead enemy is, signified as a past mistake that just keeps haunting him, like kind of screaming in his face. That's why he can't really carry out his orders and the things that he's supposed to do as a person. It's gonna number 15, which is Can't Make a Sound.
The hero killed the clown. Can't make a sound. Can't make a sound. Can't make a sound. The slow motion moves me. The monologue means nothing to me. Till there's a ghost in every town. Can't make a sound. Can't make a sound. Can't make a sound. Can't make a sound. Why should you want any other when you're a world within a world? When you're a world within a world. Why should you want any other when you're a world within a
Oh my god. That's was the last track an instrumental? Bye. Whatever. Probably a top three for me. Probably a top three song for me. I think though, I think that this kind of solidifies that the tracks that at least I like the most on this album have been the ones that are kind of crazy sounding. I love the drums on that and how spontaneous they just came right in on the song. And I love how, intense they progressively got to. It wasn't like it was the same for, drum loop the whole time. It had some personality to it. I was loving that. You said, I don't know what this guy's talking about, but the music goes hard. That's exactly, I think we can summarize his whole discography up with that. Fantastic song. And seeing that this last track is an instrumental, that maybe that is the real sort of last song. But we'll check this one out. Track 16 is Bye. What? I was just about to say that if this is his actual like last real song, I was gonna be like, whoa, you know, a piano ballad as his last song in his discography, or at least while he was alive, before any posthumous work of his came out. That's kind of freaky. That's kind of freaky. I don't know if I'd describe that as whimsical, dog. I think I would probably describe that as kind of horrifying. Needed that. I'm not hating on it. I'm not hating on it. Y'all know I love a good piano, but I'm wondering. I'm just wondering. I mean, I think that he's definitely not holding back overall as a project. Actually, if I'm gonna talk about the whole thing, I might as well talk about his whole discography. You kind of get to see everything that he's kind of wanted to do. I feel like that this is the kind of music that he really wants to make. Um, the consistency and sound from which people love on his first work, we kind of get to see kind of grow as like a butterfly, because I saw a lot of comments mentioning Figure Eight being, you know, people's favorite album by him, and I think the reason why people might love and gravitate to that album is because Elliott Smith is kind of just probably doing whatever the fuck he wants. I mean, that's why we get a piano ballad song like that. I feel like we would have never got that on his self-titled at all. I mean, the sound of these two albums is so different, but you can still tell that it's like so Elliott. A lot has definitely changed, but a lot has stayed the same too, which I feel like, I mean, he talks about his feelings not necessarily evolving or changing in many ways on this, and struggling to grow. So it's definitely a tough listen from start to finish. Probably a pretty tragic album, but it goes hard. It goes hard. It definitely, this album definitely goes the most hard. The songs I like, I loved all these songs, but my favorites are probably Junk Bond Trader. That was incredible. Everything reminds me of her. That was crazy. Stupidity Tries, Easy Way Out. Wouldn't Mama Be Proud? That 3-track run was wild. If I have to say off rip, those are the ones that I'm messing with the most. I guess that's all I gotta say. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, feel free to like and subscribe. Drop your recommendations down below in the comments. As always, I appreciate every single one of you that decides to tune into whatever I'm doing. I'll catch you later. Have a good rest of your day.